Hi. Welcome to our presentation for the AICEA Global Case Competition 2025. Our case is titled Taming the Tea Supply Chain, Juggling Returns, Variety, and Volatility of Serenity Company. First of all, let me introduce my team. My name is Winnie Johar, and I am joined by my teammates Iran, Tutus, and Vina. We are young supply chain professionals currently working at Bina Karya Prima Group, one of Indonesia's leading FMCG companies with well-known brands in cooking oil, personal care, and home care products. With operations spanning manufacturing, distribution, and nationwide logistics, Bina Karya Prima has provided us with hands-on experience in managing complex supply chain. Bringing this background into the competition, our team is eager to share innovative yet practical strategies to address Serenity's challenge in our presentations. Okay, let's begin. Serenity Company is a fast-growing beverage brand that specializes in ready-to-drink tea products. With its two main product lines, there are Aronica, focuses primarily in reusable glass bottle, with a small portion in cartons, appealing to sustainability-conscious consumers. Senja, on the other hand, comes with multiple packaging types, such as cartons, cans, hexagonal boxes, and glass bottles, while offering 9 different flavors to capture a broad market segment. While this variety strengthens brand appeal, it also creates supply chain challenge. The company faced rising complexity in inventory management, packaging procurement, and production scheduling. In addition, Serenity must cope with returns management for reusable bottles, volatile demand from e-commerce promotions, and stockpiling behavior from retailers ahead of price adjustment. These issues, if not managed properly, risk leading to higher costs, inefficiencies, and potential service level gaps. Therefore, Serenity needs a more agile, efficient, and well-balanced supply chain strategy to sustain growth while delivering on both retail and commerce expectations.
So, what are the challenges between Aronica and Senja? We analyzed the performance across 6 key SCM dimensions, which is customer, planning, purchasing, inventory, production, and transportation. Starting with customer, Aronica enjoys stable supply, but Senja struggles with stockouts in e-commerce, leading to lost customer loyalty. For planning, Aronica's forecast is stable, yet distorted by forward buying, while Senja faces high demand volatility, causing imbalance across channels. In purchasing, Aronica is heavily impacted by slow dispersed logistics, meanwhile Senja experiences a production delays, often from SKU switching. In inventory, Aronica suffers from shortages of empty bottle, while Senja's high SKU complexity creates high costs and inefficiencies. Moving to production, Aronica faces delays due to bottle shortages, while Senja frequent changeovers reduce efficiency. Finally, transportation. Aronica's network is still focused on bulk retail, whereas Senja originally needs a more agile e-commerce delivery model. In summary, Aronica's challenges are physical and operational, while Senja's challenges are demand and complexity related. This strategy helps visualize the relative HCM performance between Aronica and Senja across the same 6 dimensions. The blue area shows Aronica's strength, particularly in customer service and planning, thanks to stable demand and predictable operations. The orange area representing Senja excels further in purchasing, production, and transportation due to its one-way packaging and faster, more flexible distribution suited to e-commerce. However, both brands share a common weakness in inventory, though for different reasons. Aronica struggles with shortages due to slow battery returns, while Senja battles complexity and high costs from too many SKUs. From this insight, our strategic recommendations are for Aronica is to improve reverse logistics efficiency by tracking bottle returns rate and adding buffer stock to avoid time stoppages. For Senja, strengthen demand planning using channel-specific forecasts and apply Pareto SKU rationalization to focus on top 3 to 4 high-velocity flavors. For both brands, implement omni-channel inventory visibility and a synchronized S&OP process to align marketing, planning, and production. In conclusion, Serenity needs a dual strategy, maintain Aronica reliability while increasing Senja's agility. Together, this will build a balanced data-driven supply chain that meets both stability and responsiveness goals. Now let's focus specifically on Senja, which suffers from high SKU complexity and volatile demand across channels. Using Pareto analysis, we found that 70 to 80% of the total sales come from just 4 key flavors, which is XTR, FPL, FSM, and GPA. These are your high-variety SKUs, which must be fully stocked across all channels, especially e-commerce and fulfillment centers. The remaining variants, Origi and Element, contribute less than 10% of sales, classifying them as low-velocity SKUs. Keeping them everywhere with excess inventory, higher holding costs, and inefficient production changeovers. To solve this, we propose a channels limiting strategy. Keep the top 3 to 4 high-demand flavors in all channels, ensuring high service levels, restrict ORG and Element to e-commerce exclusiveness or seasonal promotions to maintain visibility without tying up the capital. This approach ensures Senja meets consumer demand efficiently while avoiding overstocking low performers. To operationalize this rationalization, we've developed a past roadmap from immediate action to long-term policy. In the first 3 months, we'll start by marking origin element as low priority SKUs, lowering their safety stock, and reducing aggressiveness replenishment. We'll also add fulfillment buffers from top-selling SKUs to absorb spikes in online demand. In the short term, we'll plot the SKU rationalization plan, keeping only the 3 to 4 SKUs fully stocked in all channels, while assigning origin element to e-commerce only. Lanjut. Kita ulang dari yang enggak usah. Kan bisa di cut sampai slide ini. Oke, ulang dari slide ini. To operationalize this rationalization, we've developed a fast roadmap from immediate action to long-term policy. In the first 3 months, we'll start by marking origin element as low priority SKUs, lowering their safety stock and reducing aggressiveness replenishment. We'll also add fulfillment buffers to our top-selling SKUs to absorb spikes in online demand. In the short term, we'll pilot the SKU rationalization plan, keeping only the top 3-4 SKUs fully stocked in all channels, while sending origin element to e-commerce only. This phase also includes updating production schedules to reduce frequent changeovers. The medium term, introduce channel-specific forecasting and a parity dashboard, allowing planners to continuously track the SKU contribution and turnover to adjust promotion accordingly. Finally, in the long term, we'll implement a full SKU lifecycle policy using metrics like velocity, margin, and capacity cost to decide whether to introduce, keep, or retire SKUs. Real-time demand sensing will help us respond faster to e-commerce signals. Overall, this plan will help Sinja simplify complexity, focus on profitability, and improve inventory turnover.
Next, we will discuss about the strategy in managing temporary demand increase. The first one is about the demand forecast in the e-commerce. By using the predictive demand sensing is an advanced forecasting technique that leverage the real-time data machine learning to predict consumer demand with the much higher accuracy. The key implementation, the first one is to use real-time sales monitoring to detect the sudden changes in the consumer buying patterns that enable faster decision-making and reduce the risk of the stock out or excess inventory. The second one is tracking influencer schedule and campaign can proactively adjust the supply to match upcoming demand surges. The third one is the application programming interface. The integration system ensures the automatic replenishment based on the live order volume. And the last one is the providing shared dashboard with the e-commerce partner, build transparency and collaboration that ensure that every stakeholder has visibility into the demand forecast. For the implementation example used by Coca-Cola, they use AI and IoT data like sales signal and external data to predict demand and optimize the replenishment. As the result, the company decreased forecast error significantly and achieving 40% improvement in forecast accuracy over 7 days horizon. The next one is the demand forecast for the retailer and distribution. Using collaborative planning, this approach emphasizes the data sharing and joint decision-making between the manufacturer and distributor to reduce inefficiencies and improve the service level. For the key implementation, the first one is the sharing forecast and promotional calendar with the distributor to minimize the bullwhip effect caused by the forward buying. The second one is restricted the policy enforced through one-to-one return or deposit system, not only to support the sustainability, but also prevent the over-ordering. The last one is the early allocation of production capacity that ensure the sufficient stock is available in the peak period. For the case example used by the Walmart, that link system gives the supplier real-time point of sales and inventory data, enabling collaborative replenishment. As the result, over 3 months, 12 SKU was 25% reduction in inventory levels. For the fulfillment sites, for the e-commerce, speed and responsiveness are the key. Establishing the centralized inventory hubs near the major logistic gateway enables faster shipping. The second one is the pre-position high demand SKU in the regional hubs to respond to sudden demand surges. The third one is the drop shipping directly from the nearest plane to the customer to shorten the lead time. For the retail or distribution, the first one, effective strategy is allocating production slot to the distributor. This guarantees the supply while maintaining the balance across the partner. The second one is implementing allocation policy by setting the clear limits. Companies can prevent the distributor from overstocking, otherwise they create shortage for others. The last one is about distribution and transport. For the e-commerce, by developing the flexible last mile partner such as third-party logistic can adapt quickly to fluctuating order. The last one is the real-time inventory to reallocation across the warehouse, ensure that stock can be dynamically shifted where the demand is highest to prevent the lost sales. The side of the distributor is use multi-run reverse logistic to allow the single trip to pick up or drop of goods across multiple locations. Second one, for the inter-island, additional capacity should be planned 2 weeks ahead of the price hikes or demand surges to prevent the bottlenecks. And the last one is cross-docking. Instead of holding the large amount of safety stock across many locations, goods are rapidly redistributed through the hubs to reduce the storage costs.
The three strategic shifts to make the supply chain smarter, faster, and more balanced. Our solution is built on 3 pillars. First, with visibility. Serenity can finally see and react in real time through a single dashboard, demand sensing that detects sudden spikes, and a dynamic allocation engines that shifts between retail and e-commerce. Second, fulfillment is about speed and flexibility. We design e-commerce zones inside warehouse, enable ship from stores so retail outlets can serve online orders and keep buffer inventory ready to campaigns. It's making online delivery fast and reliable. The last one is innovation brings new ideas. A bottle as a service system with QR deposit to speed up glass returns, quick pack packaging tailored for e-commerce, and flash fulfillment hubs close to demand centers. Together, these 3 pillars make Serenity's supply chain efficient, agile, and ready for the future. In the first 0 to 3 months, we focus on pilots and quick wins. We can launching a real-time dashboard, piloting bottles as a service, and testing it on warehouse and 10 stores. The process is low cost and proves that the strategy works. From the months 3 to 9, we scale operation. The allocation engine go live, e-commerce zones are set up in warehouse, and ship from store pilots begins in 3 cities. This builds capacity to serve e-commerce demand without hurting retail. And from month 9 to 18, we push innovation. We launch Quick Pack, set up flash fulfillment hubs in key cities, and develop a digital twin to simulate different scenarios. They ensure Serenity is not only balanced today but also future-proof. So in short, quick wins first, then scale, then innovated, and driving sustainable growth for both and retail e-commerce.
As a supply chain innovation officers, we recommend 3 key strategic change for Serenity. Before we jump into the strategy, we talk about the main problem is that to strengthen Serenity's return bottle system, we propose a comprehensive strategy covering deposit incentives, inspection, reverse logistic, and cost efficiency. Customers pay a small deposit per bottle, refund at return or converted into a discount, encouraging higher return rates. Return bottles go through inspection and cleaning with automated washers and tracking via barcodes or RFID to ensure safety. Reverse logistic is optimized with collection hubs, vending machines, and route planning to cut costs and carbon footprints, while combining forward and reverse logistics prevents empty trucks runs. Finally, eco-friendly labels and recycling of broken bottles into new glass ensures sustainability and brand integrity. Together, the system reduces waste, lower costs, and builds a stronger green image for Serenity. So, 3 key strategic change for Serenity are first, adopting a hybrid inventory model with dynamic allocation by separating retail and e-commerce stock pools while enabling real-time reallocation through an order management system to prevent stockouts without disrupting retail stability. Second, building a regional fulfillment network and smart plan utilization, leveraging Serenity 10 plans by geographic proximity with regional hubs in Medan, Surabaya, and Jakarta, and using Java plans as flexible buffers to reduce costs and improve delivery speed. Third, implementing SKU rationalization and channel differentiations by focusing retail on 5-6 core SKUs, while positioning e-commerce as the innovation channels for seasonal, limited, and trial products. Together, these strategies will allow Serenity to balance retail stability with e-commerce agility, while simplifying operations, reducing costs, and strengthen its overall supply chain competitiveness. In summary, Serenity supply chain faced 3 key challenges: managing bottle returns, handling product variety, and responding to volatile demand. Through our proposed strategies, hybrid inventory with dynamic allocation, regional fulfillment leveraging its 10 plans, SKU rationalization with clear channel roles, and sustainable return bottle system, Serenity can reduce complexity, improve cost efficiency, and balance retail stability with e-commerce agility. With this innovation, Serenity is well positioned to transform its supply chain into a true competitive advantage for future growth. That's all from us. Thank you.
The question is, how do we balance the retail is overstocked while e-commerce runs out of stock? The answer